So fella's brought in this lovely DHD epoxy board. He paid about $800 for it. A very nice board. He left it in the car for 2 days in the heat, and it sustained some serious damage. As you can see, it's got these 2 large delamination bubbles on it, almost like the heat has burnt the foam. So together with my daughter, she's expressed that she wants to learn how to fix surfboards, so I'm going to get her to work with me in restoring this board. First job will be texture. Okay, so we have to identify everything that's got to come off, right? So the way it will work is, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mark out all the bad fiberglass. So we're going to have to cut this off, right? I want to try to keep those alright, so we don't have to do anything with that. Pull this off, the fiberglass off, and then we're going to do the same here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to prep it for expanding foam. So we'll go just outside the bubble. I think that's got to come off as well, but we've got to be careful with this bit. That might just tear off, but we'll just leave that.
So what's happened? Is it what? So it's heat. Epoxy?
Yeah, the heat. You left it in the car, in the sun, in the hot sun, and the heat must have delaminated it, right? Right, so we'll cut that off. Alright, so, and then we also got to do this nose here, but that's just sand it and put fiberglass on it, right? So with that, you know how to take that off? It's unplugged, so it's a good idea. No, you'd use that, you turn, that's it. That should be enough. Pull it out. Pull out, yep, that's it. So make easily, put that in.
Just stay on the outside of the line, right? So try not to go too deep. Just cut the fiberglass. And you don't even have to cut all of it, because you can use the Stanley knife to do the rest, right? Alright?
Well, just this one here.
Yeah, you're just going to cut all this. But see how I haven't gone very deep, because I can use the Stanley knife just to, right? So you don't have to go right in, just really lightly on top, and then we'll just pull it off. That's it. Remember, don't go too deep. Might be easier to start here and go that way.
So I followed that?
Yeah, just follow the outside of the line. Just do it on this side of the black, and then we'll peel the rest. We'll so stay inside the black. Alright, so use that very carefully. Just see if you can...
Can I take the mask off?
No, not yet.
Oh, nice.
But if it's not, then you just have to cut it a bit more, you know? So look, I find, yeah. Okay. Alright, if it doesn't, that's it, yeah, good. We can try it, and if it doesn't work, then we'll...
This is cool.
Alright, good. So the next, alright, so what we'll do is we then use this, we change this over, and we have to sand the edges and get the edges nice and smooth and level. and then we prep it, and we're probably just gonna use, we probably don't need to use expanding foam because it's not that deep. If it had been concave, then we'd have to fill it, right? So I think we could just use Giselle resin mix. Again, you got to try to be neat.
And we're going to just do the edges, right?
Have you done this?
I've done that bit there, yeah.
What about this, Dad?
Yeah, so that's got to come off. So you might have to use the Stanley knife, but try to cut it without cutting the good fiberglass. So just, and you might have to just cut that bit off, right? But you don't want to go any further and rip it. You don't want to rip any of the good fiberglass off, because then you get a bigger piece. That's it. Rid of that. Yeah, that's all right, that's good. So I'll just get you to do that, because that's the carbon strip keeps the board a bit stronger. So if you just want to do it on there, and then that's it, and then we can. Oh, have you done this one?
No.
No, okay, you have to do that as well. I'll start taping that. Righto. Okay. Now, you don't really need to use the mineral terps. If we were glassing it, I'd probably use mineral terps to clean it. But we're just going to tape it, so as long as the tape sticks. Okay, so what I want you to do is tape around the edge with this, probably. And then, because the way we'll do it is we're going to mix up a batch of epoxy resin with filler, right? And then we're going to skin it on with a squeegee so it's nice and flat. All right. Like I said before, if it was a bigger cavity, we could use expanding foam first to fill it. But all right, so you do this just about that close, and then you just work your way around. Okay. So we might do with this tape first, and then we might even then use the blue thick tape. And so it makes it easy to just, okay? So work your way around with this tape, and then you'll use this tape on the outside, okay? And then at least then we can use the squeegee to push it. Yep.
I'm just trying to do that.
Alright, just try to work it around. Pretty easy to tear. What we're going to do is mix the epoxy. However, I've got to do a couple of other boards, so we should prep those, and then we can glass those other boards at the same time. We've got Gary's to do as well. Okay, so mix it in a peanut buttery way. We're going to use a squeegee, and we're going to try to push it in, fill it on there and there, right, and then that'll set. And then tomorrow we can sand that nice and flat, and then we can fiberglass. Right. So if you want to come and do this one, so we'll put this on here, and you're obviously gonna
Spread it out.
Yeah, spread it all out, fill in all the holes, and then especially on the edges, you know. I think you're going to need more, to be honest. That's why I use expanding foam, because the foam fills it.
But you can't do that with this because it's epoxy.
No, you can. It's just that it's an extra step.
Oh.
So here you go with that. And I just figured, well, it's cheaper to use the foam, like to get most of it, you know.
And do I drag it back to, like, that's why the tape's there, so I can, like...
Yeah, that's right. You can just make it real smooth, yeah. We'll probably have to do two runs, but that's okay. Look, it doesn't matter. So remember, if there's any holes, you won't be able to fiberglass. We have to go again, so you got to really try to work on any gaps. hopefully. Even if we've got to do another small one tomorrow, it's not, or later this afternoon, because I want a glass tomorrow. Yes, it's a bit low, so I think I might do another run. Let's do another piece, and then we'll keep it a bit higher. Maybe I'll wait and do it later this afternoon, because sometimes they get little holes in them. Sometimes they get holes in it, and well, what I can do is cheat and use polyester, because the thing is, once you've covered the foam, you're safe then to use polyester. You don't have to use epoxy anymore, because it's only the foam that burns, right?
Yeah.
So say if I've filled it and that sets, tomorrow I could use some polyester if there's another coat, as long as there's no holes. That'll go like that, and then that'll go over the top like that. And I do it like that so it won't go underneath the board, right? Pull that off. Remember,
This has a fucking...
now remember the first one, yeah, leave that. Do the other one first. So that one is going to go over there and wrap that under. And this one is going to be like that, right? That's going to go under there like that. But just a sec, so wait a sec, I'll grab this. So we're going to wet it out. And you can even use your fingers to get it under. And we can do it more when we turn it over. Yep. And then I just do this bit under here on, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to pour the resin on top, okay, and then that can go like that. That's fine. And then we're gonna pull it, and it's going to spill.
How are you going to make resin as big as this?
I'll show you.
Oh, you've already done it.
Ready? So when I pour it, but try not to pull it onto the ground. Alright, so we're just gonna just work it in like that without moving the... So start on the repair and then work your way out. Okay, so...
Dripping.
Yeah, but keep it away from there. You keep it away. Like, no, always go like this, Giselle. Always go like that. Don't do it like that. Always drag away.
It's huge. There's bound to get some on the floor.
Well, there will be a little bit, but as long as the boxes are there. Take your time. It's epoxy, so we got a bit of time, but...
Oh yeah, it takes longer to harden, doesn't it?
Put these pop... If you have to.
I might. Just for the sides.
And then we're going to do the other one. Okay, so make sure, be careful, try to keep it away from the edge, because I don't want it to spill all over the... And then you just work away, or we'll just work over right up to the edge. Probably need a bit more here. I'll go out and see this guy.
No.
Just a lot, yeah, just be, that's alright, that's alright, that's alright. It doesn't have to be too tight.
But it's like showing.
No, it doesn't matter. It's alright, we're doing a second coat after.
Oh.
Brush to, oh, I should have gone under there, that was silly.
Oh, that's smart.
So I'll just use the brush to put it on the edges there.
One is, did I say something? I obviously still something with
I didn't say I didn't do that. I said I did. That was the one that was the most.
Well, no, you that was before I provided proof. You said you didn't really remember doing that, and then I did.